Hi everyone, it's Highlights from Ukraine podcast, your daily audio summary of the latest news reported in the Ukrainian media. We would really appreciate if you could recommend us to your friends and family, as well as share information on social media. This way more people would learn about the podcast and truth about Russia's invasion of Ukraine. My name is Artem, and here is the news. For 375 days, Ukraine stands strong against the forces of the Russian invasion. According to the US Institute for the Study of War, Ukrainian forces are likely conducting a limited tactical withdrawal in Bakhmut, Donetsk Oblast. Although it is too early to assess Ukrainian intentions concerning a complete withdrawal from the city, reports Ukrainska Pravda. The experts believe that Ukrainian forces may be withdrawing from their positions on the eastern bank of the Bakhmutka river and getting closer to the center of the city. Russian war correspondents and mill bloggers claim that Russian forces captured eastern, northern and southern parts of Bakhmut on March 5th. It is unclear if Ukrainian forces are planning to hold positions on the western bank of the Bakhmutka river. The institute points out that the Ukrainian defense of Bakhmut remains strategically sound as it continues to consume Russian manpower and equipment, as long as Ukrainian forces do not suffer excessive casualties. Ukrainian forces are unlikely to withdraw from Bakhmut all at once and may pursue a gradual fighting withdrawal to exhaust Russian forces through continued urban warfare. Russian forces are unlikely to quickly secure significant territorial gains when conducting urban warfare, which usually favors the defender and can allow Ukrainian forces to inflict high casualties on advancing Russian units, even as Ukrainian forces are actively withdrawing. Urban warfare in Bakhmut may further degrade already exhausted Russian mixed forces. The likely imminent culmination of the Russian offensive around Bakhmut, the already culminated Russian offensive around Vuhledar, and the stolen Russian offensive Lugansk Oblast are likely setting robust conditions for Ukrainian counteroffensive operations. Spokesperson for the eastern grouping of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, Sergei Cherevati, said that Ukrainian troops have not left Bakhmut, reports Ukrinform. According to him, it is still possible to deliver ammunition, food and medicine there, as well as pick up the wounded. He also emphasized that no army in the world ever announces its tactical actions. In his evening video address, President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky informed that Ukraine has started preparations for the next heating season. According to him, in 6 months, the energy sector, government officials, the security and defense sector must do very specific things. Strengthening the protection of energy facilities, restoring the infrastructure that has been destroyed by Russian strikes over the past 6 months, and giving Ukrainians more opportunities as part of the energy system decentralization project so that they can generate and supply electricity on their private territory at their private facilities. The president informed that last week a large-scale conference United for Justice was held with the participation of lawyers from Ukraine, Europe and the world. Step by step, we are moving towards ensuring that the terrorist state is held fully accountable for what it has done to our country and our people, stressed Volodymyr Zelensky. He said that all Russian murderers, every organizer of this aggression, everyone who in any way sustains the war and terror against the Ukrainian people must be punished. And this work is already underway. The world is strong enough to punish Russia for the war, and we will provide the world enough courage and tools to make the punishment happen, said the president. An explosion has occurred in a workshop belonging to the Moscow coke and gas plant in the town of Vidnoye near Moscow, reports Ukrainska Pravda. According to the emergency services, the fire has engulfed an area of 200 square meters, that is the entire building. Moscow coke and gas plant produces coke, benzene and coal tar. Ukraine included the company in its sanctions list on January 29, 2023. A scandal erupted in the Ukrainian segment of social media after a blogger and former sex worker Oksana Voloshuk, known as Ksyusha Maniken, posted a medal she received from the Defense Intelligence Agency of Ukraine. Some people were outraged, saying that many of those who fight with weapons in their arms don't have medals, while she received one. Others point out that it would not be the first time in history when sex worker performed some espionage-related tasks. But even they are a bit surprised that she's so public about her work for intelligence, as now everyone will know. Some users suggest, even without any proof, that she provided intelligence agency info on one of her former boyfriends who betrayed Ukraine. The Defense Intelligence Agency of Ukraine commented to Ukrainska Pravda that given the specifics of certain tasks, the structure can attract people of different professions, status, and special skills to perform them. Fortunately, very different representatives of our society are ready to help Ukraine. At the same time, it is wrong to publish all the tools for achieving the tasks at least until victory, stated the agency. If you like what we do and would like to tip us, you can now do so directly to our PayPal. Check out the link in the description to this episode for more details. And as usual, you can subscribe to our Patreon. We call on you to demand from governments of your countries to impose the toughest sanctions possible on Russia and its citizens to stop their invasion of Ukraine.